Darren, a 1-1 draw here at Ebbsfleet. Your thoughts on today's game?
Super proud of the players, team effort. We knew going into the game the players were going to have to play under pressure and fatigue just because of the quick turnaround. We were excellent in the first half. We caused them a number of problems. We were unlucky not to go 2 or 3-0 up. We knew their staff were going to get into them at half time, and then they just come out in the second half and started flipping the ball down the channels, and we had to deal with free kicks, corners. But overall, that's a fantastic performance away from home, again against another full-time team.
Sorry, how important was it to get that early goal through Scott Wilson as well to sort of quieten and frustrate the crowd?
I think the most important thing is we got off to a fast start because we didn't want their crowd to get on their side and create that little bit of momentum. They made 4 or 5 changes. They've got a huge squad to select from, and we're running with our 17 players that towards the end have all gassed out, but for the right reasons.
I'm guessing you didn't want to look to your bench and you didn't want to spoil momentum out there. Was that the reason for just one change?
It was more so physicality. Mitch played a fantastic role on Saturday, and obviously Clarkey, with the amount of long throws and the ball being turned down the sides of us, it was a game from back to front that demanded physicality. So there was nothing else in it. They've done excellent so far, but it's team selection's really important when you come away from home, and picking the right team with the right system. It's another good point on the road.
It was inevitable that Ebbsfleet would have possession in the second half. You said full-time side and so on, but bar the goal, I think there's only maybe one sort of clear chance. You must be pleased with your defence's concentration.
Yeah, really pleased with the concentration levels. I thought we limited them to only few chances. As I said, their first half to their second half, they went very direct, flipped the ball down the channels that we had to deal with. But in reflection, what a great point away from home for this part-time team. And
go back to the goal as well. Scott Wilson scoring it. The only change going into this game, so you must be patting yourself on the back.
Yeah, I mean, like with Fish, with Scott, with Brad, with Mitch, with Clarkey, with Will, they're all players that need managing if we're going to play with that intensity. And everyone's played their role. I'm just pleased for Scott. He's got on the score sheet because he would have been disappointed he never scored against Salisbury, so he's off the mark now. And there's a real belief within the group. I think last year we probably wouldn't have seen that game out. And this is a tough place to go. It's got a big squad for them to choose from. They've obviously come down, so being away from home at Worthing, away from home at Salisbury, and then coming here today, we've had a really tough start. So to get 10, how many points are we on that?
8 points.
8 points is a fantastic start to the season.
Mentioned about squad sizes, just one on a few sports asking. Jordan Alves hasn't figured yet. Have you got any update on him?
Yeah, Jordan's been doing a lot of work. Hopefully he should be returning for Saturday. Fingers crossed, and then we'll be back to a full squad again. Fingers crossed we've recovered from this game with no injuries. It's important that the players show a real mental toughness, to turn around, to go from Saturday to Monday. So I'm really pleased with the group. I'm pleased the supporters were excellent. They travelled in numbers today, and they made their noise, and we're very appreciative of that. But as I said, a great point on the road.
Certainly was. Thanks very much for chatting to us this afternoon.
Thank you.